Hey, check 1 2 1 2. I think we're good. All right. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Nice to have you here, and I'm looking forward to this flow. I think I finally dug out my second wind yoga mats from after we moved. We so totally lost track of a number of things, and yoga blocks were one of them, but we found them. So second wind yoga blocks, super helpful to use cork blocks, especially in the transitions. One of the ones that we're going to be using today. So if you've got one, it might be helpful to have it around. You don't necessarily need it. You can use your fingertips. You can use your hand as well. It just gives you a little bit of height, making it slightly easier. So we're going to be doing a cool little flow I just thought up this morning that is going to be utilizing what's the word? I'm trying to think of the name of the pose, but it's like I want to call it a bow and arrow pose. This one here, Yogi Dandasana, I think is the name. So we're going to be utilizing that, which is it's kind of like Happy Baby, but we'll do it seated. And that pose is really good for hip flexibility and upper arm strength because it's using your shoulder muscles, the muscles called the rhomboids, the muscles that pull your shoulder blade back, and also your biceps, which is usually something in yoga that we don't often use. We don't usually use the biceps and the rhomboids because there's not much pulling action in the yoga practice. So this is a really important posture to include in the yoga practice. Anything where you can find pulling activity. Yeah, it's a lot of times we're using that kind of pull action in Cobra when most people would do a kind of a pushing action. So I'm always trying to find ways to get pulling involved because it's such an important, it's 50% of what our muscular makeup is about pulling. But yoga, the way that we're designed, since we're not actually doing any sort of pulling or climbing or anything like that within the practice, it's very important to maintain awareness of that pull. So we'll use it in a couple of different aspects today. There's a couple of ways you could do the pull from your big toe, as long as your big toe is pressing forward. Otherwise, if it kind of pulls back too much, then you can just overstrain it. So you could use toe lock, peace fingers around big toe. You could do hand on the outer edge of the foot. The way that I'm going to do the flow today is with hand on the inside of the heel. Okay. I find that for this flow, it makes sense to do it there. All three are totally valid ways of holding the foot. So if the heel doesn't work for you, don't worry, go toe lock or outer edge of the foot. All right, let me just check the chat. Hello, Marissa, nice to see you. Nina, Petty, nice to see you both. Adriana, nice to see you, welcome. The kids are going wild. Well, no worries. Good luck with that. And I'm sure my little child, Tito, will go wild. He was barking before we came on here. Thankfully, he stopped finally. All right. So let's start this one. Come to standing. I'm just seeing this light is a little bit odd position. Sorry. Let me move this a little bit over here. There we go. Draw the head back, shoulders gently back. And we'll be doing just a little weight shifting. So we'll take an inhale here at the center point. As you exhale, shift your weight to your right foot. Take your left leg out to the side. I'm going to face you actually. Keep this right hip in. Inhale back to center. Exhale, shift, slide, foot out to the side. It can be tapping. Keep this hip in. Inhale back to center. I'm going to try to make the whole movement last. Exhale, shift, slide, tap, inhale, shift, slide, squeeze hip in towards the foot that's going out. Inhale, back to center. Big toe, ball mount, heel. Exhale, shift, slide. Hips will tend to sag out, so squeeze them in. Come back to center. Exhale. Hips in. Inhale. Hips, leg. All right, come back to center. Let's take a breath in. Exhale it out. Chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Left foot back as you exhale. High up on the fingertips, we take a breath in, draw the feet toward each other. Round the back a little bit. Hold here as you exhale. Scoop your left buttock slightly under and anchor down into the right heel so your fingers get light, lengthen through the top of the head. Exhale it out. Reach the hands forward on the inhale, step forward. Place the foot down. Exhale, bow. Half lift, inhale, prepare. Step right foot back. High up on the fingertips, we enjoy our breath in. Soften it out. Gather strength in the legs, pull your feet toward each other. Round the back a little bit. Micro tuck your left sit bone and press down through the heel. One more breath to lengthen through the top of the head. On the inhale, reach the hands forward, step lightly. Exhale, bow. To the sun, rise up, inhale. To the heart as you exhale. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, we'll hold this one. Stretch the front body up, so lift from under the armpits, lift the chest up, lift the sides of the body up. Move the hips and knees back. Press your heels gently out, start to awaken the outer hip muscles. Full breath in. And out. One more breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Left foot back, exhale. This time, hands on the front knee, inhale. Exhale here. Round your upper back. Press through the front heel until you feel your right buttocks turn on. Take a full breath in. Take the arms back behind you, exhale. Lengthen forward. Exhale here. One more. Scoop your right buttocks a little bit more so you feel your glute muscles fire up as you press down through the heel. Exhale, hands to the ground. Straighten through the front leg. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, bend the front knee, look forward. Same thing again, exhale, straighten and bow. One more time. Exhale, straighten and bow. Bend the front knee, inhale, step forward by gliding the hands forward. Exhale, reminder of the full breath for the full duration of the movement. Half lift, inhale. Still moving. Right foot back, exhale. Big toe, ball mound. Gather strength, pull your feet toward each other and press through the front heel. Your fingers should get light as a result. If not, it means your chest is resting and your buttock muscles aren't activating. So the key to a lot of transitions when standing is finding out how to activate your buttocks rather than collapsing on your thigh. So press down until your fingers get light and your glute muscles fire up. Take the hands to the front thigh and pause. Simultaneously, I am reaching back through the back heel, but notice how I'm not letting the heel sink down. So there's a difference between reaching or activating muscles and moving your joints. This is a movement of the heel back. I'm going to ask you to keep your heel up, okay? But press back through the heel. Same thing with the front hip. Press down through the front heel, okay? So the two heels are reaching outwardly. So this one is down, this one's back. Now take the arms back, strengthening by reaching back through the back heel. You can start to fire up your right buttocks. By pushing down into the front heel, you can fire up your front buttocks. These muscles will be stretched today, so I'm trying to strengthen them and awaken them. Lean forward just a little bit more. Exhale, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, straighten the leg. First round, look forward. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, bend the knee and look forward. This round and the next one, we straighten and bow at the same time. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, bend the knee, reach the hands forward, glide the back foot forward. Place it down as you exhale, bow. Bend the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Stand, hands to heart. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. And then interlace the hands behind the back as you exhale. Lift the shoulders and the left knee up. As you exhale, straighten the arms and extend the back leg, left leg back. Dekasana. Lift the heart and lift the back leg. As you exhale, slowly lower, right knee bends deeper, big toe touches. Inhale, warrior one, so the back heel comes down. Again, re-interlace the hands, but the other pinky on the outside. Exhale. Inhale, shoulders up. Reach the hands back. Exhale, bow inside of your right leg. Hold here as you inhale. And exhale. Now don't just let gravity kind of pull you down. Instead, press your front heel down so you feel your front hamstrings and buttocks start to awaken. Like you're trying to micro tuck your tailbone slightly as you press through the front heel. Also, don't rest your chest on your thigh. I'm going to show you another angle of this pose here so you can see that I'm inside of my leg. See that? It ensures that my hip bone isn't pressing into my thigh bone, not causing any sort of impinging there.
Okay, release the hands. This time you're going to turn the back heel up, straighten the front leg, inhale. And we're going to bow and hold this one. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Okay, as we inhale, bend the knee to chest, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga as you extend the back leg. All the way to the ground. 3 rounds, lift the heart up on the inhale. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift the heart and the hands up. Exhale. Heart, hands, and feet. Inhale, warming up the back. Exhale. All fours. Tuck toes, down dog. Right leg to the sky on the in-breath. Step forward as you exhale. We're going to go right into reverse warrior. So back heel down, reach the arms or windmill the arms. We'll hold this one. 2 more. One more. As you exhale, forearm to the thigh, side angle preparation. Sway the hips back a little bit. Press through your front heel and turn the belly. As you exhale, slide the right hand down to the inside. Roll the left shoulder back. Take the left arm to the sky, inhale. Hold as you exhale. Let's do 2 more breaths, inhale. Pressing the front heel down so your hand is actually light on the bottom. This is where you could be using a block, quite nice space to be using one. 1 more breath here. As you exhale, hands to the ground. Let's go back, left knee down, back to that pose we did last time. You're going to turn your front toes out, and we'll just start to prime the right hip. So slowly rolling the thigh bone out, but not the ankle. Remember, so we're not going to like pivot. See how the foot is kind of turned inverted here? Okay, you're not really doing that. You're moving at the hip joint, and the foot just kind of stays as best it can on the ground. It's okay if it opens up a little bit, but not turning it, okay? So that's moving at the ankle. We don't want to move at the ankle. We want to move at the hip joint. So just prime it up a few times. All right, lift the back knee. For now, we're going to step forward into Malasana. And we'll take a little rest over here with the left hand on the inside of the left knee, right arm up. Some of you, this is not a rest, so that was a little bit of a joke. I apologize. One thing you can do, there's a couple things you can do. One thing you can do, though, is press your shoulder out into your knee. See that? This shoulder pushing outward. Okay, that's my rhomboid muscles, the muscles between my shoulder blades. That's the pulling muscles that we're talking about. And then you can just gently press your left knee back into your shoulder. Your shoulder should win, though. So when you press your knee back into your shoulder, if you see your shoulder goes forward, that's a danger zone. You want to pull the shoulder head back, and the knee only squeezes in enough to activate the inner thighs here, but not enough to push the shoulder forward. Okay, and release. Okay, let's go the other direction here. So your right shoulder is now on the inside. I think this is a good angle. Oh, it's a perfect angle for this. Okay, you see how my shoulder is popped forward right now? I want to pull it back, okay? So the collarbone here, you can see, is popping out here too, right? I want to pull that back, and you're going to see the collarbone disappears, okay, because it retracts or it moves back. And now the rhomboid muscles are active, and as I turn away from the leg, the shoulder will want to do this. I keep pulling it back, okay? So when your shoulder pushes forward like that, it pulls on the attachment points. We don't want that. So as we press the shoulder back, it activates the rhomboid muscles, which we need for today, those pulling muscles. And the other shoulder as well can be active by pulling the shoulder blade back. And of course, to do a facilitated stretch, if you squeeze the bottom knee back in, the knee into the arm, you feel the activation of the adductors here, which is great. You just don't want to do it so much that it pushes the shoulder forward, okay? So when I activate the adductors, we just don't want the leg beating up the shoulder. Okay, and release. Let's turn the legs in, bow forward. Rise to the sun, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to the heart. All right, let's continue. Bend the knees, chair pose. So as you exhale, your arms go back, shift your weight into your left leg, right knee to chest. Shoulders up, inhale. Oh, I did the timer wrong. Inhale, shoulders up, knee up. Exhale, slide the leg back as you straighten the arms. Dekasana, we hold. Inhale. On the exhale, lower slowly towards the earth. We give the shoulders a breath as you come to Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. If you can, place the palms together, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, hands behind the back, other pinky on the outside. Inhale, shoulders back, heart open. Exhale, bow again to the inside. So wag your tail a little bit to the inside of your left leg. We'll hang out here. And I suggest pressing your left heel down, firing up your buttocks like a micro tuck of your left sit bone. A couple more breaths. All right, hands to the ground. On the inhale, pivot the back heel up, look forward. And exhale, bow. This time we hold this one, 3 breaths. You could also be tucking the left sit bone here. Sorry, that was probably really loud with my face right on the microphone. By pressing the sit bone into the heel, it activates the hamstrings and glutes here. All right, bend the knee. Sorry, what I wanted to do is exhale, hold. Full breath in to come all the way to reverse warrior. So as you bend the knee, lead with the far arm. Oh, that was not using my glute muscles. I wanted to change the angle, so let's see this. Okay, so let's just make sure we have this. The left foot is forward, so right hand's gonna lead the way. As I inhale, back heel comes down and windmill the arms. Hold here. Let's do 2 more. One more breath. Good. Come back to Warrior 2 preparation for side angle. Hips back. Again, this is a great place to use the block if you like. You'll first press your left heel down from your left sit bone, kind of scooping a little underneath. That creates a lightness in the bottom arm. So without, of course, here I'll show you, without collapsing, you see I'm not collapsed on the thigh by any means. I'm using my left buttock so that there's space here at the front of the hip. Turn the spine and then glide the left fingertips down to the inside of the foot. Take the right arm up. One more breath. Right hand down slowly. Back knee pivots down. Front foot out to the side. And here's where we'll do our little pivots of the hip joint. So priming the left hip. You can just roll it out to the side a few times. You could do it with the breath, if that works for you, or simply moving while breathing, not necessarily having to pair the movement and the breath. Okay, this is one of the key posture preparations for the Yogi Dandasana that we'll be doing. The name is slipping. It's the archer, I think is the name of the pose. So the archer is where you grab your foot and pull it back. It's like a happy baby, and right now the front leg, this left leg, is in happy baby pose. Just, of course, upside down. We're not on our back. Okay, so lift the back knee up and step forward. Malasana. Let's take the right arm down and make sure that your right shoulder presses back, okay, into the knee. Keeping that, squeeze your knee into your arm. Turn the chest. I realize that kind of mixed and matched the sequence in the beginning. I apologize for that. We get all the necessary poses in, just maybe not in the right order. Keep the shoulder back, knee squeezing in. So you get your rhomboids, the muscles between the shoulder blades are what's pushing the knee out. But then the knee squeezing back in is the adductors of the inner thigh. Okay, slowly and release. Switch sides. Press the shoulder back. As you press the shoulder back again, the knee squeezes back into the shoulder so you feel your inner thigh muscles. All right. So let me just do the one pose that we kind of missed, that I messed up the whole thing. So take your right foot back again and pull your knee to your chest on the inhale. As you exhale, chaturanga, extend the leg, bend the elbows. Let's do some cobras. Slide the hands wide, fingertips. Inhale, lift the front body. Soften the chest forward and down as much as you need so that you don't feel any compression in the back. Stretch the abdomen any degree. No need to push it. Exhale. Especially the first few, when you start getting warmed up, you want to let your back unfold. Okay, inhale, lift. Soften. Let the chest sag. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Release. All fours, hands and knees. Down dog as you exhale. Let's take a full breath in. Two more breaths. One more breath. Right leg to the sky on the in-breath. Step forward as you exhale. Again, let's practice that transition to reverse warrior. So on the inhale, the left hand leads the way. Exhale, side angle pose. Right into it this time. Inhale, stretch the arm overhead and bring it around. And this time as you exhale, big windmill. Inhale, extend. Exhale. One more, just warming up. Reach, 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 reach. Okay, hand to the hip. Right hand outside the foot. Straighten through the front leg on the inhale. Rotate the chest and pull your top shoulder back, rhomboids, Trikonasana. Take the left hand to the sky. If you're feeling any sort of strain in the inner knee, some people claim that there's a deep stretch here. So in that case, soften your inner knee just a little bit and actually spin your thigh bone, the front thigh, out to the side more. That'll target more the center of your hamstrings rather than just the inside. Okay, a lot of times people put pressure on the inner knee here and strain a muscle called sartorius or gracilis also. It gets strained a bit. So by externally rotating, you're going to alleviate some of that overstretch of the inner knee. You always want the stretch to be more at the center between the attachment points. In this case, the center of your inner thigh, center of your hamstrings. Not near the knee, not near the hip necessarily. All right, left hand to the hip. Bend the knee. Go into reverse warrior again. Actually, let's use the arm. And then exhale right into flying warrior. Let me change the view. Okay, now today's transition. Bring the back leg, bending it, bring it forward, and come like with your knee outside the hip. Again, I'm going to change the angle. So you're here. You see how I'm almost ready for tree pose. In fact, let's go to tree pose. Okay, pause. Now let's go back. I know you can't see my head, it's okay. So to go back, you lift your foot up off the thigh and you go right into flying warrior. Okay, get in the side angle. Lean forward a little bit. Bring the knee like you're coming to tree pose. You can tap it, then bring it back. Okay, this standing transition is the same one that we're going to be doing on the ground. So just get it a few times standing because it's easier. It requires the hip flexor strength and the adductor strength. All right, back foot down, downward facing dog. Forward to plank pose. Chaturanga. Slide the hands wide, fingertips inhale, lift. Soften. Stretch the belly. Exhale, release. All fours, hands and knees. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Step. Okay, inhale right into reverse warrior. So again, if it's your left foot down, your right hand leads the way. See how the hip and back foot rotate. I don't know if you can see that timing. All right, inhale. Exhale right into side angle. Then we're going to inhale, continue. Exhale, windmilling the arm. The inhale. Exhale. Inhale. I recommend hand on hip for the transition. Left hand outside of the left foot and back behind the heel. Turn the back toes in slightly as you straighten through the front leg. Here's a great spot also, by the way, for a block underneath your left hand. So if you have one of your second wind blocks or any kind of cork block is great. Foam blocks are good for this too as well. I usually recommend cork blocks when you're doing standing postures, when there's balance involved. There's a little more stability with those. Okay, I'll show you what that would look like. All right, turning the chest. This top shoulder, you got a good angle to see. Notice how I can pull the shoulder blade back using my rhomboids here. Again, those muscles are a little fairly important for today to help us get into our hip flexibility. Front thigh bone externally rotated out. Let's take the right hand up. All right, bend the front knee. Inhale to reverse warrior. Into flying warrior as you exhale. Hold. Now think about this back leg. You're going to bend it and bring it forward right into, like you're going to go into tree pose. Again, I'll show you the opposite angle. I'm going to go back a little bit just so you can see that transition. I think that maybe we can just move this a little bit so you get some more of the view. Okay, so now we go back and forth. It's really, for today, is keeping the leg externally rotated. Eventually we'll grab the heel in the next transition, okay? So we want to kind of think about, you can tap the heel, let's do that, let's add that on. Okay, so come to flying warrior. And then as you exhale, come forward, pull the knee towards the chest, and tap the heel. Try again. I like that. It really gets the groin muscles that we need to use. Okay. And both hands to the ground. Step to down dog. Come forward to all fours. Cross the ankles. I'm going to break this thing down just a little bit before we start flowing. So in Yogi Dandasana, typically we grab Yoga Toe Lock here with the front hand. Okay, I'm gonna say let's do that. You could also grab the heel if you have a little more flexibility. Toe lock is great. Outer edge of the foot, another option. And with this foot, I'm suggesting we grab the heel today, but it's probably easier for many of you to grab toe lock. And you can do a shifting of your weight in order to pick the foot up off the ground, okay? Okay, that will make your life a lot easier. Those of you that are doing the heel like I am, you have to lift the heel up in order to grab it. And you'll be able to use now your rhomboids, because it's a big pulling action, to bring yourself into this extended, what did I call it? The archer pose, okay? Try to bring it up close. Now if you have toe lock, you could do toe to ear, thinking about making a phone call. It's also nice. Otherwise, I keep my shoulder and arm bones more or less the same height, and that gets my bicep working, my rhomboids working, which is one of the reasons I like this. Now, if this is really not working for you, another prop you could use is a strap around your foot, and you can just pull, or a strap around this foot, or holding onto your pants like this. You get creative. Okay, find ways to get into the shape, even if it's a challenge. You find ways to get parts of it so that you can start to work towards it. Okay, let's switch sides. Different angle. So in the flow, we'll be in this position here, and we'll actually have bowed forward, which is a take on Marichyasana. So this is Marichyasana A, I want to say. We're not going to necessarily you could do the bind, we're not going to necessarily do that, but we'll bow forward with our foot and thigh turned out, and from there we can grab our feet and we again lean away on the diagonal this way to pick up the foot. You see how my elbow's not down, it's up, and that's what gives me that leverage. Now this is, I don't know if you can tell, but this is happy baby pose. Okay, when you're on your back, you hold your hands on your heels or your outer feet or whatever. It's the same pose, just a harder positioning because you have one leg straight, okay? All right, and release. Now, one thing I do want to note, maybe I can give you that close-up again, is that many people, when they grab their foot and they do something like this, they send their shoulder forward. So you want to pull your shoulder back, then pull your arm, okay? So notice that timing. Shoulder back, then bend the elbow. Otherwise, if you bend your elbow, your shoulder will stay forward like this. Okay, so you're gonna go, and that again puts pressure on the anterior capsule of the joint, that's where like dislocations can happen. Not that it's gonna happen here, but you know what I mean? Might as well make the shoulder more integral, more connected. And by doing so, by pulling the rhomboids or recruiting the pull muscles, it helps keep our shoulder in place. Keeping that, and then, and if you can, you grab your foot or pants, great. Okay, so those are the interesting poses. Now, let's do the next transition, which would be getting into that pose initially. So here's where a block is going to be really helpful. You take your block forward, so this is my straight leg, right? And take the block right outside of the shin. And this leg, really important, turn it out. If you turn it forward, I have the range of motion, but most people don't have the range of motion in the ankle joint, and they'll never will. It's not a flexibility thing, it's a bone structural thing. Sometimes it is a flexibility thing, but more often than not, if you feel the front here is compressed, it's a bone thing, bone on bone. So to bypass, to get more range of motion, you'll turn your foot out. That'll allow you to lean forward more, which is what we need for today. So you place your block down or your fingertips or your hand. Again, block is easiest. And use the free hand to tell yourself which direction to go. Forward, and then pull your foot up like this. This is the harder version. We're gonna be stepping forward and stepping through, but if we can get this, then this is the hardest portion of the step through. So lean forward and pull externally rotated leg up. Okay, try it on the other side. Block outside of shin. Let me check this other angle, see if this will be of use for you. Okay, block outside of shin. This leg is turned out. And then we lean forward and pull externally, leg towards the buttocks or towards the chest. Okay. And you're using your buttocks of this leg to be able to lift up. Okay. So some of you are probably like, I have no idea how to do that. So let's do the transition all the way through. Come to all fours and take your right foot outside of your right hand. Your left hand is diagonally forward, okay? This is the moment where we're gonna step the left leg through, and I recommend keeping it turned out like this, okay? Because otherwise, if it's not, you have to kick the ground here. So instead, slide it with the leg out and come on down, okay? Similar to the one we did the other day. All right, and then let's try the other side. Take a moment. Okay, so this front leg is turned out, this hand is turned out. All we do is lean forward, pull in, externally rotated, slide through. And why not try to go back and forth? So this is where really having the push of the arm, the glute muscles, all of that's really important to making that flow smoothly and easily so that you can actually breathe, okay? I think that's the many moving parts of this flow. Everything else you've learned either in previous flows, I believe. Let me just take a quick glance through my mind. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's roll through it and just maybe if we can, we might be able to get two rounds of it in. So let's give that a shot. Come to the standing at the front of your mat. I did miss one pose. Apologize. So what we did was tap the heel. Now you might need a strap for this. If you can, and most people, it's gonna be hard, but if you can, you grab the heel now. Momentum is your friend, so if you go slow, it's very hard to get it. But if you, okay, that momentum makes it easier to get there. Again, you can use toe lock or outer edge of the foot today, that's fine too. Don't worry if your knee bends, that's all well and good. Okay, see the knee bends there, that's fine. Now, same action, the shoulder. Shoulder goes up and back. Again, up and back. Then keep it back as you kick the leg out to the side, any degree. Don't worry about it being straight, okay? Bring it back. And let's release. We'll leave it at that for now. Other side. Okay, try a few times. Okay, and then shoulder goes up and back. Keep it back. One little tidbit is that standing hip tends to sag out to the side, which is why we did that drill in the beginning. Squeeze your hip in, and this will make it way more accessible. See how much higher up that is? Okay, that's because this standing hip is in. It tilts the pelvis, making it easier on this leg. Okay, so apologize for not cueing you on that other side. Shoulder goes up and back. Squeeze the hip in. This will make it easier. Let me try one more time. Shoulder. Those are the key points. Hip in, shoulder up and back, okay? So you get that pull action. All right. Let's see if we can do this together. Take a breath. Chair pose, inhale. As you exhale, hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Stand into your right leg, shoulders up, left knee up. Exhale, extend the arms, extend the leg. Hold, take a breath, lift the heart. Slowly lower a left foot to the ground, big toe down, ball mound, then heel, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind the back, non-dominant grip. Inhale, lift the heart. Bow to the inside of your right leg. We hold for one breath in. As you exhale, release the hands on either side of the front foot. Straighten through the front leg, look forward. Exhale, bow forward. As you inhale, bend the front knee, plank pose with knee to chest. Exhale, extend out as you bend the elbows. Slide the hands wide. Inhale, lift the front body. Exhale, soften. Inhale, stretch the abdomen. Exhale, release. All fours or plank. Exhale, down dog. Right leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward. Right into reverse warrior, lead with the left hand. Exhale, side angle. Take an inhale, big circle. Exhale, left hand goes forward, straighten through the right leg. Inhale, bend the knee, hand comes back to hip. Reverse warrior. Exhale, flying warrior. Inhale, bring your left leg forward. Grab the heel. Exhale, extend out to the side. Padangusthasana. Hold, breath in. As you exhale, bring the heel or ankle across to the the right knee. Chair pose, one-legged. Exhale, bow to the right. Full breath in. And out. Inhale to one-legged chair again. Flying warrior as you exhale. Slowly come down, inhale. Exhale, straighten through the front leg and bow. As you bend the front knee, inhale, plant the left palm and turn your toes, all of them, to the right. Stretch the arm up. We'll hold here. One more breath in. And look down as you exhale. This is the transition, so your back foot can pivot. Slide it through. First, we inhale, prepare. This is where you could bind your arms. Exhale, bow forward. Let's hold for a breath. Exhale. Okay, as you inhale, toe lock or outer edge of the foot, whatever you like. Come on up, grabbing the heel. So we're in the archer position. And release. To come back, plant the hand. Inhale. Exhale, place the foot. Down dog. Full breath in. Exhale it out. Full breath in. And out. Lift the heels up on the inhale. Empty the breath, hop or step. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Chair pose, inhale. Hands behind the back as you exhale. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, step into your left leg. Pull your right knee up. Exhale, Dekasana. Stretch the arms, stretch the leg. We hold, inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, lower down, big toe, ball mound, heel. Warrior one, feet. Inhale, reach the arms up, stretch. Palms together, look up. Exhale, hands return back behind you, but other pinky on the outside. Lift the heart, shoulders back. Exhale, bow to the inside of the left leg. Inhale here. Release the hands to the ground as you exhale. Straighten through the front leg. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow. On the inhale, we bend the front knee right into plank with knee to chest. Chaturanga. Slide the hands. Inhale, lift. Soften. Stretch the belly. Exhale, release. Plank or all fours. Down dog. Left leg up to the sky. Step forward. Windmill the arms all the way to reverse warrior. Side angle exhale. Inhale, windmill this arm. Exhale. Straighten through the left leg, preparing. And then the windmill comes back, flying warrior. Sorry, on that inhale, we're supposed to come through. Grab the heel. Squeeze the hip in, shoulder back. Extend the leg out to the side. On the exhale, bend the knee, cross ankle over knee. One-legged chair. Bow to the left. We hold for a breath in. On the inhale, one-legged chair. Exhale, transition, leg goes back, flying warrior. Hold breath in. As you exhale slowly, hands to the ground. Yeah, oops, inhale. Where did I go wrong here? Oh yeah. Oops, I missed the, what did I miss here? I think that's it. Oh, actually, sorry. Turn the toes, open up. Exhale, step through. Okay, we take maybe the bind for some of you, otherwise just a lift of the heart and a bow. Option to take toe lock now, or just take your fingers on either side of the foot. Hang out for a breath in and out. Okay, inhale, toe lock, heel, hold. And release. Hands to the ground, transition. Step to down dog. Full breath in. Exhale it out. Lift the heels. Empty it out, hopper step. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands to heart. Okay, so I realized I made a little mistake in that flow. So here we go. After this, inhale. As we exhale, through flying warrior, big toe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, pivot the feet. Exhale, swing it through. Okay, so that's what it should be. This round I'll get it right, I hope. And we will hold for less breaths, okay, so we can flow through it a little bit more. Tadasana. Chair pose on the inhale. Exhale, hands behind the back. Lean into the right foot, knees and elbows bend, shoulders up. And exhale, extend left leg back, extend arms. And big toe to the ground, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind the back, non-dominant grip. Inhale, stretch the shoulders open one more time. Exhale, bow to the inside of your right leg. We do hold here for a breath in. Exhale, release the hands to the ground. Straighten through the front leg, lift the back heel. Exhale, bow. Right into plank with knee to chest, inhale. Chaturanga as you extend the leg, bend the elbows. Slide the hands, inhale, lift. Soften. Steady flow. Stretch the belly. Release. Plank or all fours. Inhale. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up to the sky. Step. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. As you inhale, right hand outside, windmill the arm right into triangle. Exhale, bend the knee right into flying warrior. Inhale, bring the foot forward, grab the heel, squeeze the right hip in, exhale, extend any amount out to the side. Inhale, bend the knee, one-legged chair. Exhale, bow. Okay, let me not mess this up. Inhale, one-legged chair. We transition through flying warrior, exhale. Big toe to the ground. Reverse warrior. Hands to the ground, exhale. Pivot both feet to the right, inhale. Reach the right arm up. As you exhale, right hand points the way, left leg shoots through. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bow. Maybe grab the big toe and the heel here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Inhale, pull the leg through. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in and out. Lift the heels on the in-breath, look forward. Hop or step to the front. Half lift, inhale. Bow forward. Chair, Utkatasana. Hands behind the back, interlace. Slide your weight to your left leg. Inhale, shoulders up, the right knee up. Exhale, extend back, extend the arms. Big toe touches the ground. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind the back. Shoulders open, other pinky on the outside. Exhale, bow to the inside. We do hold here for a breath in. And the hands release on the exhale. Back heel pivots up, inhale, straighten through the front leg. Bow, exhale. As we bend the front knee, knee to chest, plank. Chaturanga. Slide hands wide, fingers. Soften. Stretch the belly. Release. Plank pose. Downward dog. Left leg to the sky. Step forward. Reverse warrior. Slow, steady movement all the way through. Exhale, side angle. This is the one little part I didn't quite give you. The inhale, the arm keeps going and the leg straightens. Trikonasana. As you exhale, bend the front knee, flying warrior. Inhale, bring the knee forward, grab the heel, prepare. Exhale, hip in, shoulder up and back, extend. Inhale, bend both knees, cross the ankle, one-legged chair. Bow forward. Inhale, one-legged chair. Right leg goes back through flying warrior. Big toe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pivot both feet to the left. Inhale, left arm up. As you exhale, reach the left hand forward, right foot reaches towards that. Inhale, preparing. This is where you could do a bind. Exhale, bow. Grab big toe or heel, whatever you got. Bring it up. The archer. Exhale, release. Foot down, hand down. Inhale, swing it through. Place the palms down. Down dog. Full breath. And out. 2 more. All right. Rather than coming forward to jump forward, I'd like you to come forward to plank. Lower all the way down. Slide the hands wide. Inhale, lift. Stretch the belly, but soften the heart. Lift and lengthen. Let's hold here. Reach back through the toes. Press your low ribs forward. And release. All fours. Down dog. Take your right shin across the mat. Move the hips back. Bow over to your left. All right, so it's a challenging flow with many dimensions to it. Many moving parts. Can be done really gracefully and smooth. So I'd love to invite you to work through it another time and video yourself, and please share it in the Facebook group so I can take a look. And of course, those of you that are sharing on Instagram and tagging me, I appreciate that. That's very supportive to the immersion process, getting people to know what we're doing here. So thank you. But if you want some feedback for the for your flow or any support, just post in the Facebook group so I can take a look, and that way I can give you any tips or just give you a high five virtually. And as always, I request that if you'd like tips to ask for them. Otherwise, I assume we're just celebrating what is rather than trying to make any changes just yet. We just did a lot of effort to tweak the movements and move with our breath, and to elongate our actions so that they match the duration of a full breath and a full inhale, full exhale. So we bring awareness and consciousness and intentional action into our asana, even when we're flowing. Come on up. Down dog. Let's do the left shin across the mat. Bowing to the right. Take note of the breath now as it moves through your body. For next month, we'll be doing a lot of breath work, meditation, and that is to help cultivate a sense of ease and peace of mind throughout our entire day. There's always a rise and fall of energy, and there's always outside circumstances that challenge us, and of course internal circumstances that challenge us. And those will never change.
but our capacity in relationship to them does change. Our ability to recognize and put things in perspective from experiencing the fullness and totality of our being, of the energy that pulses through this form. This grows with practice, not just asana though. It requires that we practice on the different levels of our being, the different layers. The asana is the physical, the outermost layer. We have the pranic layer, which is the energy that is moving breath or comes from our breath. We also have the mind or the heart mind, which is our experience mechanism of the nervous system that allows us to have this experience of being human. Okay, coming on up.
I'm gonna roll onto your back. And let's take happy baby. Maybe grabbing the heels today, toes turned out so you can feel that. Into Shavasana of your choice. If you want to turn the legs in today for constructive rest, which is quite nice for after all the externally rotated postures we did. Let go of your Ujjayi breath now and let your body fall heavy to the earth. awareness back to your breath. Awaken slowly through the fingers and toes. Stretch your arms. And roll to your side. Rise up to a seated position. Place the palms at heart. A moment of gratitude for this body and the energy that is pulsing through it, and the mind that allows us to experience, process the life that we're living. As we bow in, we'll take a moment. Namaste. All right. Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure to share this class with you. We have one more flow together, and I look forward to that on Saturday. And then next Tuesday starts the March Immersion, which I'm very excited about. If you have ever wanted to start a meditation practice, do breathwork, pranayama, this is the time, because we're going to be doing yoga, breathwork, pranayama every class to help you establish a connection to these practices within your experience. So yoga is physical, asana is for the body, right? It's the outermost layer. Then we have breathwork, which is for the energy system that the yogis call prana, pranamaya kosha. And then we've got the mind, the mental layer, which is both our feelings, emotions, and thoughts. And each of these layers of our being have practices. And so the yoga tradition is designed to target each of these layers, not just the asana. So we're going to go inward for the month of March through these layers using these practices, and looking forward to sharing them with you. So sign up. I think the link is right on that page for you. Okay, take care of yourself, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Give a little hello in the chat.